If you're a man over 60, please give me a few minutes, because what I'm about to share could completely change the quality of your sleep, vitality, and sense of masculinity. You may have noticed your sleep isn't as deep as it used to be. You wake up in the middle of the night, feel tired in the morning, and lose interest in intimacy. And maybe you've been blaming it on age. But I want you to know, it's not just about getting older. It's about your body missing key nutrients, especially at night. After 60, the male body starts to absorb certain vitamins and minerals less effectively. This silently affects your testosterone levels, blood circulation, sleep quality, and ability to maintain strong erections. Your immune system weakens, your energy drops, your mental focus fades. And all of this isn't just because you're aging, it's because your body no longer has the building blocks it needs to repair and restore itself every night. We often think eating healthy during the day is enough, but that's not true. Your body repairs itself, rebuilds testosterone, clears toxins, and rejuvenates blood vessels, primarily while you sleep. And if you're not giving it the right nutrients in the evening, that process gets interrupted. Your sleep becomes restless, you wake up feeling drained, and over time, your vitality and masculinity slowly fade. You don't need to take dozens of pills, but there are certain vitamins and minerals which, when taken at the right time, in the evening, can make a huge difference. Your body will absorb them better, use them more efficiently, and the result is deeper sleep, natural testosterone support, and improved blood flow, especially where it matters most. I've worked with hundreds of men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and I've seen one truth again and again. Your masculine power doesn't vanish. It's just waiting to be reawakened. That doesn't start at the gym. It doesn't come from short-term boosters. It starts with caring for your body the right way, at the right time, every night. In today's video, I'll share the 7 most essential nutrients every man over 60 should consider taking in the evening to improve deep sleep, support natural testosterone, enhance circulation, and restore sexual health in a sustainable way. We'll talk about magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, omega-3s, ashwagandha, and more, along with the science behind them, how to take them, and real-life stories I've witnessed in my practice. I know, you may have tried many things before. You may have thought, at my age, there's nothing more I can do. But the truth is, it's never too late to feel stronger, sleep deeper, live better, and reclaim the man you used to be. And all of it starts tonight. 1. Magnesium, the nighttime mineral your body is begging for. If there's one mineral that quietly controls your sleep, testosterone, and blood flow, it's magnesium. Yet over 75% of men over 60 are deficient, and most don't even know it. You see, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical processes in your body, but as you age, your ability to absorb it drops significantly, while your need for it increases. At night, magnesium plays a crucial role in helping your brain release GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that prepares your body for deep, restorative sleep. Without enough magnesium, your nervous system stays in a subtle state of alertness. You may fall asleep, but you'll wake up frequently, toss and turn, or feel unrefreshed in the morning. And poor sleep isn't just exhausting. It's the enemy of testosterone. Because testosterone is produced while you sleep, especially in the deepest stages. If your sleep is shallow or broken, your testosterone levels suffer. You wake up groggy, your libido drops, and your confidence takes a hit. But that's not all. Magnesium also supports the relaxation of blood vessels, helping improve circulation, reduce blood pressure, and support healthy erectile function. In fact, studies have shown that men with higher magnesium levels tend to have better testosterone and stronger, more reliable erections. The problem? Most magnesium supplements are taken during the day and often the wrong type. For men over 60, the best time to take magnesium is 30 to 60 minutes before bed, using forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate. These are more bioavailable, easier on the stomach, and specifically support brain health and sleep. I've seen men who struggled for years with poor sleep and low energy begin to wake up refreshed, more alert, and even experience morning erections again just from adding this one mineral at night. It's simple, it's safe, and it works, especially when done consistently. So before we move to the next nutrient, ask yourself, are you giving your body the magnesium it needs to rest, recover, and feel like yourself again? 2. Zinc, the testosterone spark plug that fades with age. If magnesium is the mineral of deep rest, zinc is the mineral of raw masculine energy. Zinc is absolutely essential for testosterone production. In fact, without enough zinc, your body simply can't manufacture testosterone efficiently, no matter how well you sleep, eat, or exercise. This is especially critical after age 60. As men get older, two things happen. One, the stomach produces less acid, which means zinc absorption from food becomes less efficient. Two, the body loses zinc faster, especially if you're under stress, drink alcohol, or take certain medications like diuretics. And here's the part most men miss. Low zinc doesn't just reduce testosterone. It also increases the activity of aromatase, an enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. That's right. Without enough zinc, not only are you making less testosterone, your body is turning it into the hormone that softens muscle, stores fat, and lowers drive. That's why zinc deficiency is often linked to lowered libido, weaker erections, loss of muscle tone, increased belly fat, and even mood swings or irritability. But the right kind of zinc, taken at the right time, especially at night, can help reverse this trend. Why at night? Because that's when your testosterone production kicks in. Supplementing zinc before bed gives your body the raw material it needs to fuel hormone production while you sleep. The best forms are zinc picolinate, zinc monomethionine, or zinc citrate. They're easier on the stomach and better absorbed by older adults. And here's a real-world example. I once worked with a 68-year-old man who hadn't felt like himself in years. No energy, no interest. He thought it was just normal aging. But after just 2 weeks of nightly zinc, his morning energy returned. His drive improved. He even started lifting weights again. Sometimes, all your body needs is what it's been quietly missing. So, if you've lost your edge, ask yourself, could it be as simple as restoring one essential mineral? 3. Vitamin D3, the silent hormone booster hidden in sunlight. Most people think of vitamin D3 as the bone vitamin, but for men over 60, it's so much more. Vitamin D3 acts more like a hormone than a vitamin, and one of its most important roles, triggering the production of testosterone. Here's the truth most doctors don't mention. If your vitamin D3 is low, your testosterone is almost certainly low too. In fact, studies have shown that men with optimal D3 levels have 20 to 30% higher testosterone than those who are deficient. And it's not just about lab numbers. You can feel the difference. When D3 is low, you may experience chronic fatigue, low mood, or even depression, weak immune system, reduced libido, and slower recovery from physical activity. And unfortunately, up to 80% of men over 60 are deficient in vitamin D3, especially if they avoid the sun, have darker skin, or live in northern climates. Why? Because your skin's ability to convert sunlight into D3 drops sharply with age. Even if you spend time outdoors, you may still be deficient. That's why supplementing D3 at night can be so powerful. Some experts suggest taking it in the morning to mimic sunlight, but others, especially those working with older men, recommend taking it at night because it may improve sleep, reduce nighttime inflammation, and support overnight hormone repair. The key is taking the right form, vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, not D2, and pairing it with vitamin K2 to ensure calcium is guided into your bones and not your arteries. One client of mine, a 72-year-old man, hadn't felt clear-headed or strong in years. His labs showed low D3 and low testosterone. We started him on a nightly dose of 5,000 IU of D3 with K2. Within a month, his mood improved, his energy returned, and his testosterone started climbing naturally, without injections. Sometimes it's not about adding testosterone from the outside. It's about giving your body what it needs to rebuild it from within. 4. Vitamin K2, the unsung hero for blood flow and testosterone. When we talk about men's health after 60, vitamin K2 is almost never mentioned, and yet it might be one of the most crucial nutrients for maintaining strong blood flow, healthy arteries, and even optimal testosterone levels. Most people confuse vitamin K1 with K2, the one found in leafy greens. But here's the difference. Vitamin K1 helps blood clot. Vitamin K2 helps blood flow. K2 works like a traffic cop in your bloodstream. It tells calcium where to go. Without enough K2, calcium tends to settle in your arteries, hardening them, reducing circulation, and making it harder for blood to flow to key areas, including where it counts most for men. But with K2, calcium is redirected to your bones and teeth, not your arteries. This means better circulation, lower blood pressure, and improved erectile function, all without medication. Here's the part most men don't know. Healthy arteries are essential not just for blood flow, but also for testosterone delivery. Even if your body produces enough testosterone, it won't matter if it can't circulate properly. And there's more. Emerging research shows that K2 may also reduce inflammation in the testes, where testosterone is produced, and support natural hormone synthesis. Now, where can you get it? Unfortunately, K2 is rare in modern diets. It's mostly found in fermented foods like natto, certain cheeses, and organ meats, things most people no longer eat. That's why a nighttime K2 supplement, especially MK7, the most bioavailable form, can be a game changer. Take it with D3 as they work synergistically. D3 helps calcium absorption. K2 tells that calcium where to go. One of my clients in his late 60s had been on blood pressure meds for years. After adding K2 with his doctor's guidance, his artery stiffness decreased, his morning blood flow improved, and he said, "For the first time in years, I woke up with real energy and something else I hadn't felt in a while." 5. Boron, the forgotten mineral that unlocks free testosterone. Boron is one of those minerals that rarely makes headlines. But if you're a man over 60 who wants more energy, stronger erections, and sharper thinking, boron may quietly be the key. Unlike zinc or magnesium, boron isn't found in many multivitamins. But here's what science is starting to reveal. Boron helps unlock free testosterone, the kind your body can actually use. Let me explain. In your blood, most testosterone is bound to a protein called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. Think of SHBG as a lock that traps testosterone, making it inactive. What you really want is free testosterone, the kind that's not bound, the kind that drives energy, muscle strength, libido, and performance. Boron helps lower SHBG, which in turn frees up more testosterone in your system. In one clinical study, men who took just 6 milligrams of boron per day for 1 week saw a significant increase in free testosterone, along with a drop in estrogen and inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein. In other words, boron doesn't just help with hormones, it also calms down inflammation, which is one of the biggest hidden threats to blood vessels, brain function, and testosterone production in aging men. Many men I work with who feel foggy or sluggish in the morning often show signs of low free testosterone. After adding boron to their nighttime routine, they report waking up with more clarity, more morning energy, and yes, stronger libido. And because boron supports joint health and bone density, it's a powerful ally against the silent wear and tear that creeps in with age. You can find boron in foods like raisins, almonds, prunes, and avocados, but modern soil depletion means it's often not enough. That's why I often recommend a 3 to 6 milligram boron supplement in the evening when your body is rebuilding and hormones are naturally shifting. It's a small mineral, but for the aging man who wants to reclaim his vitality, boron might be the missing piece. 6. L-arginine, the blood flow booster that works while you sleep. If you've ever wondered what truly powers a strong erection, the answer lies not just in testosterone, but in blood flow. And at the heart of healthy blood flow is an amino acid called L-arginine. L-arginine is a natural compound your body uses to produce nitric oxide, NO, the molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax, open up, and deliver more oxygen-rich blood to vital areas, including the one that matters most to men. After age 60, nitric oxide levels decline significantly. That's one reason why many men begin to experience weaker erections, slower recovery, colder hands and feet, and even foggy thinking, all signs of poor circulation. But here's the good news. Taking L-arginine before bed may help your body naturally restore nitric oxide levels overnight, when your blood vessels are repairing and your hormone system is rebalancing. Studies show that L-arginine supplements can help improve erectile function, reduce blood pressure, and increase oxygen delivery to muscles and organs, all without harsh side effects. And unlike pharmaceutical options, L-arginine works with your body, not against it. Many of my older clients report that after 2 to 3 weeks of taking L-arginine at night, they feel more alert in the morning, have more consistent morning erections, and recover faster after physical activity. Some even say they sleep more deeply, likely because improved blood flow means better oxygenation to the brain and muscles during rest. L-arginine is found in foods like pumpkin seeds, turkey, peanuts, and lentils, but for therapeutic effects, a supplement may be needed. I usually recommend starting with 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams at night, ideally combined with citrulline or magnesium to enhance absorption and effectiveness. But as always, check with your doctor, especially if you're taking medications for blood pressure or heart issues. Because in the end, a strong man isn't just defined by muscle or testosterone, but by how well his blood flows through every cell of his body. And L-arginine just might be the nighttime spark your circulation needs to come alive again. 7. Omega-3, fuel for the heart, hormones, and hardness. There's a reason why doctors keep recommending omega-3 fatty acids. They are essential fats that your body cannot make on its own, but desperately needs, especially as you age. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They help reduce arterial stiffness, improve blood vessel flexibility, and support healthy testosterone levels, all of which are crucial for men over 60 who want to regain their vitality. But here's something many don't realize. Your testosterone is made from cholesterol, and for cholesterol to be used properly in the body, it needs a balance of healthy fats. Omega-3s provide that balance. They also help lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure, and keep your heart strong, which indirectly supports erectile function, since erections rely on healthy blood flow and vascular strength. Taking omega-3s at night may amplify their effects. Why? Because during sleep, your body goes into repair mode, and omega-3s help rebuild the lipid layers of your cells, especially in your brain and blood vessels. Plus, research shows that omega-3s can improve sleep quality, especially for older adults. They support melatonin production, calm overactive inflammation, and reduce nighttime awakenings. So if you're waking up groggy, stiff, and low on energy, omega-3s might be the missing link. The best sources? Wild-caught salmon, sardines, mackerel, walnuts, chia seeds, and flaxseed oil. But honestly, unless you're eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week, a supplement is often necessary. Look for high-quality fish oil or algae oil if you're plant-based, with at least 500 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined per serving. And be sure it's molecularly distilled for purity. Because when your blood flows freely, your heart beats stronger, and your hormones rise naturally, you don't just feel younger. You become the man your younger self always hoped you'd grow into. Turning 60 is not the end of a man's vitality. On the contrary, it might just be the moment you finally understand your body more deeply than ever before. After decades of striving, sacrificing, and showing up for everyone else, now is the time to start listening to those quiet signals: restless sleep, sluggish mornings, fading desire. Not because you're just getting old, but because your body is missing key nutrients it needs to recover. Magnesium, zinc, vitamin D3, B6, L-citrulline, boron, omega-3s. These aren't just names in a textbook. They're small yet powerful puzzle pieces that, when taken at the right time, especially at night, can reactivate your blood flow, natural testosterone, restorative sleep, and erectile strength. And the best part? You don't need pills, prescriptions, or expensive treatments. Just by nourishing your body with the right nutrients each evening, you'll begin to feel a shift: deeper sleep, sharper mornings, and those quiet, powerful moments when you feel in command of your body again. Not to chase your youth, but to reclaim your calm, grounded, confident masculine self. The kind of man who draws respect at any age. This transformation doesn't begin in the morning. It begins tonight.